everybody, and welcome to another exciting installment of 5 Questions from the Wrestling Rampage. The 3 amigos are back in this bitch.
That's right, we were back. Hank!
What did that?
Guys!
Ben.
Guys, wear masks.
Yeah.
Wash your hands. Use hand sanitizer. And social distance.
Wear a fucking mask. Wash your fucking hands. Yeah, show them how to wash hands. Wash your hands.
Also, you shake your balls. You go out there and shake your dick. Wash your hands.
Don't listen to the guy in the orange and the fake hair and eat about 5 Big Macs and a whole roll of Oreos. Don't listen to that fat bastard.
You know, the guy that, the
guy that YouTube doesn't want us to talk about.
Yeah, the guy.
Yeah, I'm still going to talk about his
the guy that throw gas at protesters. To me, I watched it. I didn't see him do a thing. Just to walk out there, walk a block to a church that was abandoned, I might say, and hold up a Bible. Word, open the motherfucker, read it.
But guys, we are back with this edition of 5 Questions. We hope that you guys are staying safe out there.
Please stay safe.
Because
stay away from dumb fucks.
Yeah, stay away from dumb fucks, guys. Cases are on the rise. Please stay safe.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you why. I've said this right here before, and I told my kids, and I don't give a fuck to tell you motherfuckers either. Here's the thing. I told the kids that people that don't do what they're supposed to do, this is going to come back tenfold. Well, guess what? It's back tenfold.
It is. And we can't blame too much of the government officials on this because a lot of Americans are idiots.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's the thing. I can't ignore fucking dumbass.
But I can say this right here. If your leader, not mine, yours, God can vote for the motherfucker, never will. Although the only thing I'll vote for the motherfucker is get him out of office. But if he doesn't do what he's supposed to do, you're supposed to be a guy, that's supposed to, follow an example. Me, I wouldn't follow the motherfucker nowhere because I'd make the motherfucker leave me off a cliff.
But guys, let's get started with this
I'm
initial
ready.
5 questions. You guys can ask the questions anytime you guys want to in the comment section down below. That's the easiest way for us to get to your message. So, let's go and get started, guys. The first question is asked by a good friend of our channel, good friend of ours, Dan the Beast 94.
Dan the Beast.
Yeah, buddy.
His thing would be the Dan Severn thing. All you need Dan the Beast is the gray shirt like Dan Severn in the Water Street.
The water. And, guys, Dan the Beast 94's channel is going to be in the description box below. Go hit that link. Go to his channel. Hit that subscribe button. He does some great work over there.
Yes, he does.
We love you, Beast. We really do.
His question is thoughts on Steven Richards. Now that's a guy we don't really talk to.
That's a guy we never even
Now.
Yeah.
We do know that, of course, he got his start in ECW.
Yep.
Living in the Philadelphia area.
Yep.
And eventually becomes a main staple in ECW for a few years. Eventually becoming part of the main member of the BWO.
Yeah.
And then he goes to WCW
As one of Raven's flock.
as one of Raven's flock. That didn't last too long.
No, it didn't. I mean, we went right back to ECW.
Back to ECW, and eventually gets a main event spot.
Yeah.
At the first ever fucking ECW pay-per-view, barely legal.
With the same name and Terry Funk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Soon after that, of course, he gets the call to come to WWE.
Yep. And he's teaming with the Blue Meanie.
Yep. With the Blue Meanie, and that turns out.
And then he's with Right to Censor.
Right to Censor,
and then he's
White Sox himself.
Yep. Yeah. And then he was part of the Alliance. He was the manager of Chronic for a short period of time. A cup of coffee.
A cup of coffee.
In his black
Let's
black
say
shirt
this straight now.
pants.
Let's just not get paid for a cup of coffee. I also got a donut with it.
He did get a donut.
Yep. And then he was with Victoria, which I thought was a pretty good team.
Yeah.
And it was Stevie Knight Heat. He made Heat actually interesting.
Stevie Knight Heat.
I'll be honest, Steven Richards made fucking Sunday Night Heat watchable.
Didn't he say he was the commissioner of
He was the general manager.
The general manager.
He was always on the motherfucker.
Yeah.
No, but he made Sunday Night Heat watchable. with his fucking shit.
Because he was always on the show.
Yeah.
But he made it watchable.
And then, well, you know, he does a lot of...
Steve and I Heat exclusives.
You're a big fan of Sunday Night Heat.
Oh, yeah.
That's all the time he used to watch.
Oh, yeah.
Breaks away, you know, eventually just does his own thing for a little bit.
Yeah, and then he was in the ECW.
ECW.
WWE's version.
Yeah. And pretty much after that, I mean, he does a few more appearances and then he's gone.
Yeah, and then he's in TNA as Dr. Stevie.
Yeah.
So how did that work out for him?
Not too much.
I know that didn't work out real great. I'll tell you.
And now look at him. He's with DDP Yoga now.
Yeah, he's a trainer for DDP Yoga. So,
I like
you know,
Steven Richards.
So you know that's good for him.
Yeah.
And I actually like Steven Richards.
Mm-hmm. Once again, let's just be honest. Not a main event player. Never
But a
would have
good
been.
worker.
But
A good hand.
a good hand.
Good hand.
A guy that can get a person over,
Yeah.
and that's what he was used
Yeah.
for, and that's what his job was.
Yeah.
to
And
get someone over.
and he did his job.
You know.
And Steven Richards
Yeah.
was really good at it.
You know, you can't, here's the thing, I've said this before, and I give a lot of credit to these guys, like George South and all the rest of the guys, that didn't make it to where, the other big stars would do it. But here's the thing, people don't really realize those guys is what put them on the map. They made them who they were. And a lot of them superstars, give thanks to them guys still today. So, hell, I feel privileged even if I was wrestler. Yeah, and I didn't make it, but I gave these guys a road to travel, and they come back and mention my name. I feel praised. I tell them thank you very much. That'd be it for me.
And let's just be honest. I think Steven Richards' only title run was with the Hardcore Championship at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was the only
That was
title he
it.
did. I believe that's the
yeah.
only title he ever held.
That's
Yeah.
the only, that's the only title that he did hold.
And he won the ECW tag team titles with
Yeah.
Raven.
Yeah.
Yeah, but think about it, that didn't last too long either. It was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, none of his title reigns lasted too long.
Yeah, well, because like I said, Steve Richards is like the others. He'd go where he was needed to go, and he did exactly what they told him to do, because they knew they could depend on him.
Exactly. Believe me, it's always nice to have a star, but a lot of stars become pampered, become
Yeah.
pussyfied, in a way, and you have your people that are level-headed, like Steven Richards, who knows what his job is.
And a few of the rest of them, that they come in, did what they were asked to do. They did their job and they left.
I think the worst thing I've seen about Steven Richards was the one where he took on Chris Masters and Masters fucking busted his nose wide open.
Another one fucking he's wrestling Heidenreich. Heidenreich fucking almost lands fucking Steve Richards on the neck with a goddamn electric chair. That's how stupid Heidenreich is. You fucking suck. You
Well,
deserve to
you
be a Golden Corral doink. You fucking suck.
Well, that's true, and
Accidents happen.
yeah, and some of them, to me, and I did a lot of them because I always liked the jobbers, I always have, because they do what they're told to do. They come in there and do the things, and a lot of them, and some of them are more talented than the ones they're trying to put over.
Great. Anything else you guys want to mention about Steven
Nope.
Richards? Next two questions are asked by Black Fox.
Black
Alright.
Fox.
With two X's.
All
Two
right.
X's?
Yes, with two X's.
Two X's?
Two X's. No three.
Okay.
What do you think of Monty Brown's runs in both TNA and WWE? Now, Tommy, we just did recently as in a few weeks ago, Turning Point 2004, where we actually got to see Monty Brown wrestle Abyss. Not the best match, but I thought Monty Brown could have been NWA champion, could have been a major player for TNA.
Yeah.
Very athletic guy, a former NFL player.
And he has the look.
And he has the
And
look.
he had that pounce over, too. He had the crowd over, too. He was over.
He was
with
over.
the crowd.
Fantastic worker as well as, a lot of guys that do football,
That come out of football are really not that good of a work.
yeah.
There's few and far between.
You know, a few,
get-
you
yeah.
know, like
Yeah.
Ron Simmons
Yeah.
brought it,
Yeah.
came to be a damn good worker.
Yeah.
You get that, you know,
Wahoo McDaniel.
yeah, Wahoo McDaniel, a great, athlete.
Goldberg. You
Yeah.
know, there was a few
There's a
guys
few.
that actually made it
Yeah.
from football.
Goldberg.
Well, I'm talking about that made it big.
made it big. Yes.
You know, I'm talking about there was a few that made it big in football.
And I thought he could have been a big star for TNA. It just didn't work out.
I don't know why it didn't work because I thought he could have been world champion.
And the worst part was he wasn't in TNA very long. He was only there for maybe a few years.
Yeah.
And then like he just disappeared from TNA for like a year, and
Yeah.
then he comes to WWE.
And of course he's in that fucking ECW.
Yeah, he comes in. I
That's
believe.
the alpha male,
Yeah,
Marcus Corbin.
Marcus Corbin. Great theme song though.
Oh yeah. And of course his career is dead right when he gets
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
What he's with the fucking shitty Newbury here.
You see who's,
Yeah.
yeah.
Fucking Matt Striker.
Yeah, the thing about it is,
Fucking the only ones that were any good out of the whole fucking group was Elijah Burke and Marcus Corbin. To be honest with
Do you like Kevin Thorne?
you, he was the.
here's,
Nah, I'm sorry. If I had to choose the best
Yeah.
ones out of the whole fucking group,
I agree.
it's Elijah Burke and Marcus Corbin.
I agree. I agree. I agree.
why he didn't make it in TNA is beyond me. Maybe.
Now some people want to say because Jeff Jarrett wanted to stay on top.
Well, that could be the case.
Well,
But
that
here's
could be
the
the
thing.
top. I'm not going to say that wasn't the case. I'm not going to say anything. I like Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, I do too. I like Jeff Jarrett.
But
But if that's the case, I don't know.
yeah, I don't
But,
know.
but here's the thing.
But,
I see
but,
Jeff
but the thing right
Jarrett,
there was the case.
Anytime they brought in somebody from WWE, he'll drop that title. Rhino, fucking Christian, fucking Kurt Angle. He'll drop that title for a WWE star.
But,
But if it's a fucking TNA star, fuck, my world's going open.
My world.
but here's the thing, you
Well,
know.
it's true.
If you jump on, Jeff Jarrett for doing the same shit, then you're gonna have to jump on a lot of others.
I agree. Yeah.
Mhm.
So there's a lot of controversy. It's just establishing yourself. And the guys that's on top, they want to stay on top, which I understand that. But I don't understand. He could have.
A big guy had the look.
Yeah, he could have been
Talented,
And the
strong.
worst thing, I think the worst thing that happened to the guy was when he did go to WWE.
And becomes a member of the new
Yeah,
for
right then
ECW.
and there, I seen that guy right then and there, and well, it's done for him. He's over.
Yeah, he comes in like late '06, I believe. And by '07, he's part of the fucking Newbury. And it's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then it's like,
And the song says you're going down. Yeah, he went down all right.
and then
Like let's just be honest though. Well, and we also should mention as well that there's always rumors and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I did hear that because he was in WWE and something about his sister passed away or something,
Yeah.
and he quit wrestling to take care of his sister's kids.
Yeah, which is understandable.
I can understand that. I've done the same thing. But it's like,
And from WWE, I heard WWE said the door is always open if he wants to
Which is
return,
good.
which is good.
I'm glad of that right there. At least they'll be doing something. But it's like Arn Anderson always said, I faded to black.
Lost potential in my opinion.
Yeah.
Lost potential.
Could have been world heavyweight champion in TNA, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, if circumstances didn't disrupt his WWE run, what could have been?
Yeah.
Because I really think but WWE's always did this right here, and we all know it's true. They put people in shitty ass gimmicks that they shouldn't be in. That destroys a career too. So
It does. Let's go with his next question. Is what did you think of Triple H versus Booker T's feud?
oh boy.
Well, Tommy, how did Booker T get a shot
Well, let's go ahead and segue into WrestleMania 19.
Yes, let's go.
There was, alright, because of course, it was on Raw. And so there was going to be a big battle royal to determine who's going to face Triple H at WrestleMania. And The Rock was in it, and a whole bunch of people. And you know what was sad?
What?
Remember they were doing entrances? Booker T didn't get entrance, but Maven did. You remember that?
Well,
Booker T didn't get entrance, but goddamn Maven?
I'm
Everyone knew Maven ain't going to win.
I'm going to say this, guys. You know, and WWE, we know this right here to the point of what I'm going to say here.
Yeah.
It's not who you know, it's who you blow.
And then it was down to Booker T and The Rock. And Booker T dumps The Rock over the top. So Booker T is #1 contender. He's facing Triple H at WrestleMania 19.
Now, Tommy, let's classify what WrestleMania 19 was built around. Let's see a couple of the big matches.
Big matches, alright. We got McMahon and Hogan.
Oh boy.
20 years in the making.
Yeah.
We got The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I've seen it several times.
Big match, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, big
Two
match.
big matches right
Nothing
there.
against
And
it.
then we got the WWE Championship, Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar.
Yep.
Triple H's world title took a back seat, let me tell you.
Yes, they did. Yeah.
Because you already got McMahon and Hogan, you got Rock and Austin, and you got Brock Lesnar and fucking Kurt Angle.
Agreed. It took a backseat to mid-card status.
Yeah.
Let's also mention here that leading up to this, they talked about Booker T's troubled upbringing.
Yeah.
Where he was,
How he was arrested after he stole from Wendy's and fucking he paid
growing up in a poor
Yeah,
household
growing up
with
in
a
a
bunch
poor
of
home.
brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
Damn, he needed
And his
he
mother.
needed a hamburger that bad?
And the bad part.
A cup of coffee?
And the bad part is his mother passing away, and how he had to how they had to survive and all this. And then here comes the next week on Raw. Booker T's in the ring. Here comes Triple H, the snob, with Ric Flair.
The snob.
Well, he was the snob at this time.
Yes, it was.
I'm gonna say Triple H is a good heel. I can say that right now.
Yeah.
But and then Triple H says, "Someone like you being world champion."
Somebody like you.
And then he goes, "I understand, Booker, you're the 5-time WCW champion." Well, let's don't care. So that place was a joke book, and I was like, "Well, Triple H is right on that."
He watched it.
And he goes, "As I remember correctly, Rick, is that the same company that had David Arquette as world champion and a guy named Vince Russo as world champion?" I was like, "Well, he got him there."
Yeah.
And then
He says, "How do you think you fit
How do-
as a world champion?"
how do you think you fit as world champion? And I can't believe he said it.
Yes. What do you say, Ty?
With his nappy hair and your suckers. I was like, what the fuck? How the fuck can you get away with that? And I didn't like it.
And that was in 2003.
And I'll be honest, I didn't like it. 'Cause
You say that now, you're going to get marched on.
No, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Because I love Booker T. I didn't like that.
I love
And
Booker
he-
T. I
and
think
he
Booker
paid
T
his
has
fucking
talent.
dues to get where he was, and you're
Yeah.
fucking burying him?
Yeah.
What about
Well,
what about when he washes his hands and he throws the dollar
Oh,
at Booker T?
man.
Get me a towel, Book.
Yeah, and then fucking he sees Booker T. Booker T goes, "You got something to say to me?" "Yeah." "Throws a fucking dollar, give me a towel." He gave him a towel and called him a punk ass.
Punk ass. Swah!
And then
We go to WrestleMania, Tommy.
then we go to WrestleMania 19,
Mid-card match.
mid-card match, and it's pretty sad for Booker T.
Yeah.
And it's pretty sad that even fucking, Jim Ross is trying to say, "Hey, look at Booker T, look at all the trouble he went through, and he came out of adversity." And then, but Jerry Lawler kept going back to WCW. It wasn't a joke. Yeah, you damn right it was. Jim Ross even said it.
Yeah.
So that's not putting Booker T over anymore.
No.
And then they had a shitty match. I have to say that right here, right
Yeah.
now, at WrestleMania 19.
Yeah. It was not that good.
It was not that good, and I thought it could have been. And then Triple H hits the old pedigree.
Check.
checked his pedigree.
Booker T lays there for 23 fucking seconds. 23 fucking seconds! And purple tights puts the arm over. 1, 2, 3. I was like, well, Booker T's done. And
After all this,
retains the title.
yeah. After all this build-up,
After all this build-up, and when I saw that, well, Booker T ain't getting no World Heavyweight title shot anymore. One down from the book, man, which is pretty sad. And then what happens to you for Christian after that?
I really do.
Mid-card.
You guys are forgetting, and at least let me get the record straight. I love Booker T.
I do too. I love
thought Booker T was loaded with fucking
And the
talent.
bad part, I was going for Booker T in
Yeah,
that
I
match.
was too.
Agreed.
But you see, you guys fail to realize here. You see, Booker was the new guy coming in.
Well, he was there for a
Yeah,
few
but
years.
he was there.
but
in
still, yeah.
2001.
I mean, what's the guy going to do when he's up against the big leaguers? You know, you're going to take the fall. Well, here's what happened. I'm going to tell you what happened. Triple H went into Booker's locker room and said, "Book, you're going to take the fall now, man. I'm telling you right straight out because I'm on top." And
I beat Steiner.
Yeah.
I beat Goldberg.
Yeah.
I'm beating every fucking WCW star comes in
And
this
guess
bitch.
what?
So you're going down to.
There's
You're
a
on the
place.
list.
There is a place for you, Booker, here, but it's just not. It's just not.
It's not with me.
It's not with me. You will find your place sooner or later, but not with me.
And he does become World Heavyweight Champion in 2006 as King
He
Booker.
finally
And
gets
here's
there.
what he did. Here's what he did. Booker T said, "Okay." So what Triple H did? He got his shit on, his fucking bottle of water that he spits out, grabbed that shovel, said, "I'm ready to go." now that's exactly what happened.
Could have been. Could have been.
But you don't say
It's a format,
You
okay? I'm
don't
just
say
using
Booker
it.
T said that was his best WrestleMania moment.
I don't think it was.
I don't think it was.
I
at
was
all.
like,
you're
saying that's your best WrestleMania moment?
I hate to see my worst.
Yeah, it wasn't that stuff.
He looks fond about that feud. I don't know why. When I heard that, I was like, what the fuck?
Great story, but I mean,
Yeah.
It buried him.
if the hero doesn't go over,
The wrong guy won in
Yeah.
that match.
Yeah.
And old Vince there.
You know,
The reason I heard the reason he didn't want Booker. I heard first that I heard Booker was going to win, but the reason it didn't because of fucking Buzzcott Baron Blade Jr. over here had to get his goddamn because he won that shitty Royal Rumble 2003. But and I hated when he won. By the
I
way,
agree. Yeah, I
and
know.
I was like, oh, here we go again, huh? Back to fucking Jimmy John Lesnar here, huh? Yeah, and I was going for Kurt Angle,
but I
by the
do
way.
believe,
I was going with Kurt Broken Neck
and I
Angle
do
when I was going
believe
with that. I didn't give a
with
fuck.
Tommy too. This is the reason why Booker lost to me is because he was wrapped up around Brock Lesnar.
Because it took the moment away from fucking Baron Blade Jr. over here. Fuck Brock Lesnar.
It was all.
Fuck him. Fuck his moment.
It's like everything else.
Booker T deserved it.
Yeah,
Booker
it's
T
like
deserved.
everything
Brock
else.
Lesnar didn't deserve. You know what Brock Lesnar deserved? Sable.
Yeah.
That's what he deserved.
It all wrapped up to me around Brock Lesnar. That's all it was.
Guys, next two questions are asked by Gregory Choulette.
Oh,
Oh,
Gregory.
Greg! I'm shocked.
Gregory Choulette, baby.
There is something I want to
With the
ask
glasses.
about Greg. You know, I'm still waiting for us to get on PlayStation 4, man. I'm waiting. Get them games, man. I want to play with you. I want to talk to you more. Yeah, I like you.
His first question is thoughts on Battle Cat, the jobber wrestler from the early 1990s.
Okay.
Well, Battle Cat was Brady Boone.
Yep.
He was Brady Boone, yes.
Yep.
Very for a big guy. He's
He
pretty
could move really good.
Yes.
He was so agile, and you know he did aerobics and stuff like that right there. You know, he could do things as big as he was. And
because he was, he
he was like an acrobat. Is what he was.
And he was really like top heavy. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
pretty strong, pretty stout. And for him to do some of the stuff that he did do, it was pretty.
It was pretty impressive.
It was pretty impressive.
I mean, yeah, it was. I mean, you could look at that right there and watch him. And you go, oh man, how could he do that? As big as he is.
Now, let's just be honest here. Brady Boone didn't get a lot of big time in the big time promotions like WCW or WWF. He did do quite a few appearances.
Yeah.
But, you know, nothing really noteworthy as far as.
It was like this right here. You know, that he would come in and then like he just jobbing in a way. Yeah. He would come in, but that's another thing about jobbers, like I said before. He'd come in, he'd get his job, he left. It was somebody, you know, that they can depend on. Hey, you come in here and you get this guy over for me. Yes, that's what jobbers do. They do their job. They go in and get the guy over, and he did what he's supposed to do, and that's why people relied on him to get these guys over.
Eventually, in the 1990s, you got to remember this is the time with the cartoon gimmicks that they got going on. Occupational gimmicks.
So they give him the Battle Cat gimmick.
The Battle Cat gimmick, pretty much because he has cat-like ability.
And that didn't last very long.
No.
You see, but it goes along with everything else. You know, give a shitty ass gimmicks. The guy tried his best to do it over. You know, try to get the motherfucker shit over, but there comes a point, you know, when you just can't get anything over.
And of course, he's wearing the bout like a cat mask.
Yeah.
And some fucking tights.
Yeah, with some fucking colorful '90s tights. It's like.
And it kind of seemed like to me that when he wore that regular shit, trying to do the shit that he does, it kind of looked like it kind of constricted him. He couldn't move around like he was used to moving around. Mm-hmm. It looked like to me that kind of constricted him in a way that he couldn't do things.
Well, this is the early '90s. They're trying to cut down on steroids.
Yeah.
Sure if they could.
Yeah.
What do you think about Battle Cat?
The debut, he had a debut, but here's the thing, like how the fuck can you get that over?
Mm-hmm. It's hard to get something like that over.
How the fuck can you get that over? You know, and again, Brady Boone just wanted a job.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So they gave him this goddamn Battle Cat gimmick.
It was like anything else that a man goes out to get a job, he has to see his family. Mm-hmm. And he was the same way. I guess the poor guy would take anything, try to do it to put food on the table. You know?
Well, let's just be honest, because most of the time he's working as Brady Boone. He's working, you know, as what he is, as enhancement talent.
Yeah.
And hey, WWE Creative or WWF Creative has a thing for you. Let's see if you can do this. Of course you're going to jump on and try to do what you can.
That's it.
He tried the best he could.
Mm-hmm.
He put everything into it as well as he could, as far as I could see when he razzled.
Didn't really amount to anything, let's just be honest.
Yeah, he just, and I felt sorry for him because he was a talent.
See, that's the thing, he just, how the fuck can you get that over?
Yeah, true thing. I agree with Tommy. How the hell can you get it over?
And you know, eventually in I think it's '98, he died in a car accident.
Yep.
So you know that's pretty tragic as well. So.
But I always liked him.
Yeah. Fantastic performer.
Yeah. Fantastic. Can't take nothing away from him as a performer. And maybe things would have been better. Maybe if they gave him something better that he could use.
Like a cat.
Yeah, it would. Maybe he could have made something out of it.
Let's go with his last question for this edition of 5 Questions. Name a wrestler whose career was ruined by controversy or tragedy.
Well, we can go ahead with volume 1 on the list, Chris Benoit.
I agree.
Chris Benoit. You know, that's more of a controversial and tragedy, both.
Yeah. It was. He can go back and forth for that one.
You know, everybody knows by now, you know, about Chris Benoit and what happened. I guess you could throw possibly during the tragedy. I guess you can go with the Von Erichs, possibly.
Yeah.
Rather it was drugs and alcohol. Rather it was suicide.
I mean, you can count it. I mean, Fritz. I mean, and just in a few years, he lost his whole family.
Mm-hmm. Well, nearly his whole family.
Nearly his whole family. But you know, still, he the losses that he took, it could have been more if you know they hadn't straightened their act up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Another one, Bruiser Brody.
Yeah, Bruiser Brody.
Tragedy.
He was murdered in Puerto Rico, if people don't know, and the guy got away with it.
Yeah, he's a son of a bitch.
Scot free.
There was no trial, there was no nothing. He just got away with it.
I guess we can go with a guy who was a big star in the 80s and even a decent star in the 90s. WWE Hall of Famer legend, Jimmy Snuka.
Yeah, Jimmy Snuka, yeah.
But,
who you know murdered his girlfriend in the
and I have
in the mid 80s.
I have a problem with that too. I mean, he was always proven he murdered her. But guess who's in the WWE Hall of Fame? He is. But Chris Benoit can't get in there. Fuck you, Vince McMahon, you old bastard.
And it just came out, you know, before Snuka died, unfortunately, that he was charged with the murder of his girlfriend. And that is going to be a blemish on
the Hall of Fame thing. Yeah.
Another one, Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan? Oh, Tommy, we can't forget now that Tony Khan put his fucking foot down.
He put
No Linda and no her husband.
like they're still married.
Yeah, they're still
What the fuck
married.
is Shaka Khan gonna do anyway? Actually, put Shaka Khan as controversial too. I'll put him on that.
Also,
We're gonna get social media brownie points. Fuck you.
Blow
Can I put him as a tragedy?
What you
AEW's a tragedy.
Yeah,
What you
AEW is
should
a
do-
tragedy for
I'm
me.
gonna tell you what he should do. Be more interested in your fucking football team, you dumb bitch.
There we go. AEW is a tragedy for me.
Yeah.
Hey, Tony Khan, why don't you put Wrestling Rampage is banned for AEW? Guess what?
Go
we wouldn't even show up.
Go ahead, motherfucker, because I'll never show up to your goddamn fucking Jacksonville, Florida ass. Fuck
I
you.
would.
Go ahead. Go ahead and put it on Twitter. Wrestling Rampage is banned from
You
all
can ban me all you want
AEW
to, because
events.
I'd never fucking go to your
Well, I'd
show.
show up. I would show up because I'd want to see the guy kicking blue jeans. And by that, by Joey, I'll use Owen Hart's thing. I'll kick his leg out of his leg.
His leg out of his leg.
Yeah.
That's tragedy for me.
What?
AEW.
AEW.
We could go through Owen Hart.
Owen Hart.
We could go through Dino Bravo.
Mhm.
It's still controversy on really what happened to him. Some people say he was murdered by gangsters and drug deals and everything else went down.
So yeah, I mean, we can sit here all day and have
Yeah.
some controversies and some tragedies.
Yeah, because and here's the
Eddie
thing.
Guerrero.
Eddie Guerrero tragedy.
Tragedy.
We could go on all day about the tragedies and the controversies of wrestling. It never ends. And
The Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's the shocking thing about it. It's never going to end. It's just going to continue
Oh yeah.
on.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no doubt. Well, Tommy, do you like the controversies now of like Matt Riddle and the Dick Man?
Joe Ryan gets anything he deserves, in my opinion. And Matt
Fuck
Riddle,
you, Joey
And
Ryan.
Matt Riddle, I don't give a fuck about him anyway. So.
Yeah, fuck his bro ass.
Fuck you,
Yeah.
bro.
Here. I got you, bro, hanging.
With your fucking Dollar Tree flip flops.
Guys, we hope that you guys enjoyed the video. You guys did give it a thumbs up.
We're gonna get a lot of hatred for this right here, but I don't give a fuck.
If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up. Share it all over social media. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/WrestlingRampage2. Follow us
Read between the lines.
on Twitter @WrestlingRampage. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
I'm loaded on sugar, motherfucker.
Guys, make sure you guys follow me and Tommy on Instagram, and you can have Pops on Facebook because he's
Right
old
here.
and he only has Facebook.
I'm right there.
He's always on the Purple People Eater, so he'll be there.
That's right. Greg just mentioned that right there not too long ago about my favorite team, the Minnesota Vikings. Yeah, the casing is purple. Greg, I want to tell you that.
Hey guys, make sure you guys
I
hit that
love you,
subscribe
Greg.
button for more great videos coming to you guys because we're that cream that rises to the top.
Cream of the crop.
And nobody does it better.
Oh yeah.